The seventh sign of being in a cult is that they control you through guilt and shame, because guilt can be used as like a leash to control you. Everything becomes your fault. You are to blame for everything. Even if you are clearly transgressed by someone else, somehow the leaders or the members of the group convince you that it's your fault. The group's problems, the leader's stress, even if the leader gets a cold, they blame it on the members. Somehow the members, their sins, or them not obeying is causing pain to the leader. And they'll even threaten God's punishment or God's anger for not listening to the leader or following the cult's rules. This guilt can exhaust you. The shame silences you. When you bring guilt and shame together, that is actually used to make you dependent on the very people that are guilting you, shaming you, and blaming you. The eighth sign, there's secrecy and double standards. Cults thrive in the dark. We mentioned this before. They'll say things like, outsiders won't understand. People aren't ready for this truth. They can't hang with us. Members are expected to confess everything. While leaders hide their finances, they hide their mistakes, and even hide their relationships. If transparency only goes one way, up, and there's no transparency down, that isn't holiness. That isn't spirituality. That's called manipulation. The ninth sign is when you have a loss of autonomy. One of the clearest signs that belief is being misused is when your conscience is slowly replaced by the thought or the teachings or the beliefs of the leader or of the group as a whole. You stop trusting your own judgment in everything, not just religious matters. You start deferring everything to the group or to the leader, even in everyday tasks. Belief no longer guides you and gives you a framework to live a decent life that is close to God. It actually governs you in a way that makes you think you're getting close to a human being. That's not religion. That is control. And the 10th sign is that fear of leaving. That's one of the biggest signs. If walking away feels impossible, emotionally, socially, or spiritually, you're not in a community. And we're not talking about walking away from the beliefs. We're talking about the fear of leaving human beings. And if your fear is associated with human beings, because you're going to lose your social network, or you're going to be blamed, people are going to cut you off, you're in captivity. You are trapped. That's not a healthy group. That's a cult, because cults will say you can leave whenever you want to. But if someone actually practiced that, they teach that your members of the group are not to associate with, talk with anybody who's left. So it's actually the opposite of being able to leave whenever you want.